Hello, Graybeard here, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, think about subscribing. That'd help a fella out. And also, if you like the video, hit that like button. Comment, tell me what you think, good or bad. All interactions help, and I can use all the help I can get because I'm struggling here. But yeah, we're gonna ride the Polarna. Spiderwebs are trying to make it their home. Let me know what you think about the bike. I upped the amps on it. We're gonna see if it makes a difference. Like I say, it was feeling like it was a little down on power. Not tremendously, but somewhat. It wasn't hitting like it was going up to 26 on a full charge. And this thing should get me up to 28. And we'll see. Get her fired up. That's like say one of the things about this bike where if you watched my last video on the Amiet, I saw it on the video pretty well. But when I'm wearing my shades, I can't hardly see that screen on the Amiet. But on this one, I can see it. I can see it clear as day. I don't have to sit there and guess. I can see it. You can let me know in the comments whether or not this screen looks brighter than the Amiet, which I do believe it does. And let's take off and try it out. Feels a little goosier. Now, I haven't upped the amps on either of the other bikes. I don't know what they're on. This one was set on 22 from the factory, I suppose. It's now on 25. That's as high as it goes. Got a full charge. I am glad that they're doing some paving, even though it's little chunks like this right up here. They should have paved all the way down this road. This road's rough. But some's better than none. And if there's anybody out there watching that is really knowledgeable on got a little skirt on these bikes, if you're real knowledgeable on these bikes, let me know what you think about the idea of going from 22 to 25 amps, if that's a smart choice or if I should dial it back. Ooh. I was pedaling to try to get the gear down. And pedal 6 assist kicked back in. I was like, whoa. Wasn't thinking about that. We got her down to 2 though. Nope. See, like I say, just about anywhere you're at, you can see the mountain. Got a couple of hills there and then the mountain behind them. Oh, let's get on the sidewalk. Got some cars coming up behind me. Stay out of their way. Woohoo! And Also, you could let me know in the comments how your sidewalks are. Are mine really rough, or am I just over exaggerating? So I believe they're pretty rough. I've been in quite a few towns and cities, and there's some other rough sidewalks out there, but I have to say I believe these are the roughest I've ever seen. Kind of got one of those slight but lingering headaches right now. It's a highly cycle school, I guess you'd call it, to get your motorcycle license. They got some actual bigger Harley Sportsters and a couple road hogs. Most time they usually ride them little, I forgot what they call them. There's a 750 and I can't remember if the other one's a 500 or 550. I don't know if they still make them either, because I don't think they sold very well. They were decent bikes, but Harleys are kind of a niche thing, you know. I mean, there's a lot of people that like them, but a good majority of the people who do like Harleys they don't like the itty bitty bikes. I have people in my family that are big Harley dudes, and they make fun of my mini bikes and like these electric bikes and junk. They don't think they're that cool. I think all kinds of bikes are cool myself. Oh, they got the train going today. Well, I would view it, but or film it, but there are little kiddies on there, and you're not supposed to do that. At least I don't think so. Like every time I go to load my video up, it's always asking, are there children in your video? But yeah, I was wondering if they was running that little choo-choo train on them little itty-bitty tracks. And I guess the answer is yes, they still are. I just saw something fall off that sign and I looked down, it's a pair of sunglasses. Wrong way. Let's see what we're looking at. Skirt. Somebody hung them up there. They're men's glasses. I guess women could wear them, but this is what I saw fall off. We'll just put it back up there in case somebody that lost them comes back. Maybe they'll see them on the sign. But I guess the wind shaking the sign a little bit here and there eventually rattled them off. So I'm assuming that's what somebody else did, is put them on that sign. Yeah, it seems a hair peppier. I haven't seen a lot of top end yet. Of course, I ain't been in a situation that, like, you know, you got these hills here. It's not going to go as fast going up the hills. It will down the hills, but right now is not a good time to try to go fast. Speed limit, I think, is only 15 through here. I'll speed to start with. I just don't want to go way over it. Pretty little ride through here, though. I don't know if you can see the little train in my view. I don't know if it was in the view of the camera or not, but that's what it looks like. I'd show a better view of it, but like I say, I don't want to film the little ones. If they accidentally show up in my shot, that's one thing. But I'm not going, you know, aim to do it. They're going through their little road course. Yeah, those smaller bikes are still V-twins, but can't remember what the difference is. I think the original is a 45-degree V-twin, and the newer ones, I mean the little ones, are 60-degree. They don't have that same Harley sound. Figure we'll keep this ride a little more local to the house. It's a beautiful day though. This is actually the same day I filmed the Amiette S8 Sunday morning ride video. Like I say, I hope nothing happens to this bike, seeing as how Polarna is no more. But it is good to know, even though it's not that cheap. But if something were to happen, I could buy a motor kit and just rewire it. New controller and everything. And maybe by the time, if anything happens, which like I say, I hope it don't, I would hope that they have like a dual motor kit. Might be a little more expensive, but we could turn this thing into a beast. Yeah, I've seen 1,000 watt and 1,500 watt motors and plenty of 750 watt motors. But I'd like to get two that peak at, like, say, like the Amiette 1,500 peak, front and rear. Turn it into a 3,000 watt beast. Like I say, you can get some of them kits pretty darn cheap. As long as this battery's good, I wouldn't have to buy the battery. That's a major, I mean, you can like buy the kit and then buy a battery. The battery's gonna cost you about as much as the whole motor kit with controller and little screen and everything. Since I got it up to 25 amps on the controller setting, I try not to stay on it, you know. So like I say, the only complaint I've heard about these bikes is that some wires somewhere, some wires that they got on it is a little too thin, and they end up shorting out because they, overheating. I guess it messes up the insulation around them, and then they like I say, let me know about your sidewalks in your area, what they're like. So most places I've ever been, it ain't never been this rough. These are some old sidewalks though. Like I say, they're probably in the area of, well, about as old as that house I have, about 80 some, 90 years old. Some of them older. And they've seen their fair share of salt. Woohoo! My knee didn't like that getting up and back down again. Woohoo! Woohoo! Like I say, listen to this bike over the bumps. You don't hear a bunch of clunk, 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 clunk. And it's plenty bumpy. I keep forgetting to check my mirrors. I always look over my shoulder instead. I still feel better checking over my shoulder though, because I can see better. Like I say, he's got like a augmented view in them. Kind of regret buying them, but they work. I get, they're supposed to be like convexed, I guess you'd say, to make a wider view. Doing 24 uphill, that's not bad. 25, slight, but it's uphill. We're gonna turn around and go the other way and see what it holds. Because going the other way, we should easily do 28. Now, like I say, I upped the amps, but if this bike has some kind of restriction to it, to 28, that's all you're gonna get. This is fresh, the seal coating. The asphalt ain't, as you can tell, all cracked up. Kind of pointless to seal coat already cracked up asphalt. I mean, if it was just like one crack here or there, that'd be one thing. But when it's all in little pieces, now we're kind of into the wind, but still, I think we should be doing better than 25. So I say, I wonder if these bikes over time get a little more weak, as they age out. I mean, it's only 2 years, and I haven't really rode it that much. Most people have just one bike and they ride it all the time. And even when I just had this one bike, I was riding a scooter a little bit. Like I say, I only get around to riding these bikes once a week. Around the weekend usually. And I'm still only doing 25. I don't understand it. Of course, like I say, I feel the wind a little bit more than normal. I think we're getting it in our face, you know what I mean? Dragging us down a little bit. We can still do the speed limit though, but this thing should be doing 28 easy. Full charge, it's still showing a full battery. So yeah, 28, there we got 26, 25. Now it's just going through it. Bikes tell me we're doing 30.7, but we know that's a lie. Watch when I let off the throttle back down to 26.5. Syncs up with the GPS, but then when I hit it again, boom, all of a sudden we're doing 4 or 5 miles over the GPS. Almost swallowed a bug. I wish the bike was the one that was more accurate though. 29 is what we should be able to do. This is slightly downhill. But all these bumps you see, you can see me bobbling and stuff. That's hindering the bike from getting its full potential. The smoother the road, the flatter the road, less wind, all that stuff plays a factor. Yeah, the most I've gotten so far is 26. This thing was doing 28 out the box. Maybe there's something I need to, like I say, I've been trying to study the settings on this and everything. And I did figure out how to do the amps. And there's a way to set the, change the wheel diameter. And it's supposed to be a way to set your top speed. And I tried that top speed thing and it didn't make a difference. But this one does seem to do about a mile or two an hour faster than the Jansno up a hill. Although the Jansno seems faster. Maybe this one has a little more torque. And like I say, it was doing it before I amped it up, so to me, it doesn't seem like amping it up did any good. Woohoo! How you doing? Woohoo! The mountain. So I want to say, like I say, when we view the mountain, you know, when I view it on the video after I filmed it, it does look good and everything, but nothing like seeing it in person. It's just gorgeous. It's pretty. I'm wondering that there was some trash on the side of the road. And I'm wondering if some random person just dropped it off, because it's not sitting by somebody's driveway. It's sitting like right in the middle of two driveways, you know, where there's a good stretch there. Some people are crazy and do stuff like that. I wouldn't, but there's those type of people everywhere. Good. Go ahead. You can go ahead. Maybe you can get a glimpse of what I look like riding this thing in the winter. Mm-hmm. Is the circus in town? Crazy, it's still summer, but they don't have the gates open to the garden center. Usually they have that open where you can just walk straight in there. They've been shut the past few times I passed through. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna probably amp it right back down to 22, because it seems like it didn't make any difference. I was hoping it would add a little more oomph, but it seemed like it was doing just about as good beforehand. Maybe when I amp it down, I'll be able to tell the difference. It is beautiful, the mountain. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a newer Chevy Trax. In the pictures, they look just about like the Blazer. But I guess they are a little bit smaller. I couldn't tell that one was smaller than the other one before. It does seem, like I say, a little bit goosier when you hit the throttle. You can feel the power hit a little bit more oomph than that, but I was expecting quicker acceleration and higher speeds. Ooh. That's the truck of my dreams right there. I'd even take it in that color, but I'd prefer a different color. But yeah, that is the bomb. I'd take it like that, a 3-window or a 5-window cab. Some of them have corner windows on the back of the cab. But that is gorgeous. I'd even take in wheels. That's a gorgeous truck. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Getting a little more cloud in the sky, but it's still pretty darn sunny though. Skirt. California stop. Oh. Figure I better hit the sidewalk. This is about the best piece of sidewalk in the area until you get to right here where this entrance is. Ba-doom. It's like when I hit that bump, you could hear something go click. I don't know if it's the derailer or the kickstand. I'm assuming derailer. I don't know. Like I say, this bike has the same derailleur as the Amiet. I do like this portion of this road because they give you ample room. I can actually get up here on the pavement, but if I have to, I can stay here down here like this. Now it narrows down here at the bottom. I guess that's the reason why they have so much room on this side, is in case a car breaks down, they can pull over to the side and still let traffic through. You bet. But that's the only time this thing makes noise, is when it's the derailleur like that on a really hard bump. Like that bump right there, didn't even hear a thing. Silverado. Boop. He got some boom booms in the back. Yeah, but she does pretty good. It's just now one bar down. That's under throttle. And we put at least 8 miles on it. So you figure times that by 5. That'd be 48 miles on a charge. I don't know if we'd get that much. Because the lower it gets, the faster the charge leaves. A little shady spot right here, you can always feel it big time. It's like a temperature drops like 5-10 degrees real quick. It's like stepping in a house with air conditioning or something. And that's the nickname of Bluefield. It's the air-conditioned city. I do think it's not so much down on power, it just don't seem to get up to that top speed like it used to. Here lately, I've only been getting it up to, on a flat road or whatever, 26. As far as taking off, it does fine. I wonder though, if, let's say something happened to the motor and it went out, which does happen from time to time on different bikes. I hear about it. I haven't, so far, luckily, I haven't had it happen to me. But if it were to, like if you went and bought another motor, like you can just buy the wheel with a motor. And I wonder if it would plug right into this. I guess you could shop around, and the thing to do is unplug your motor and look at that plug. It'll plug it on the wire that goes to the controller. Guess that's what I would have to do if that was the case. And I'm wondering, I don't know. I guess it would. If you got a higher voltage or wattage motor, it would go faster. That's something to think about. Like we're at this 1500 watt peak and this is 1000. At least it says 1000 on the motor. This one says 750, but it was every bit as fast as this. And to this day now, this thing still gets me up to 28, 29 mile an hour. So, this thing's supposed to be recording. Yeah, it's still recording. I opened it up and it says something about auto exposure. There we go. We're still filming. Yeah, I touched something on the screen, I guess, and it opened up like I was trying to take a picture while videoing. I guess you can do that. I don't know why. But let me know what you think of the ride and the bike, or even me. Yeah. Hopefully you like me. But yeah, I need to scrub them tires down and see if I can get some of that. I don't know if you call it yellowing. It's like turning light brown around the edges. See if I can get that out of it. I need to clean all of them. This is not so much. I haven't had, well, yeah, actually I did get this in Cotton Rain, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yep, that's the Cotton Rain video. It was Amiet. So I guess the Polarna is the cleanest bike. But they're all worth the money I paid for them. If you choose one over the other, you still can't go wrong. Janzano's a good bike. The Polarna's a good bike. And the Amiet's a good bike. It's a beast. For $1,000, well, closer to 1,100, just barely. It was 1,062 something. But yeah, it was worth every penny. That bike is fun. They're all fun, but that one there just puts a little bit bigger smile on your face. It's not built better. I mean, they're all built decent, I think. I haven't had any trouble as far as build quality. The only thing I didn't like on any of them was the tires. And I didn't like the fenders on the Polarna, I have to say that, yep. But other than that, that's a cool looking frame if you ask me. And I like the way they all look, but I'm more partial to the frames on these two. I really like the frame on this one. That did catch my eye, and then the fact that it's a dual motor, can't go wrong. Oh, and so far it's been a good bike. Darn good bike. But yeah, this one bang for your buck. It was the cheapest one out of the bunch. And it's right close to that one, bang for your buck. $200 more, you get the motor and a little bit more battery. The extra motor. And the other thing I like is a lot of people don't like these handlebars. They like these because these are like, they got that kickback on them, more like a motorcycle. And I do like that. I do wish these kicked back a little bit. Handlebars on both of these are, if they're not identical, they're darn close. Darn close. But yeah, like I say, let me know what you think. Comment, comment, comment. Like, share, share, share. Help a feller out. And if you ain't subscribed yet and you've got this far in the video, might as well. It's free. Just click it and click the bell. That way you get alerts every time I put out a video. And hopefully you'll continue to enjoy all of my videos. That's my aim anyway. But yeah, catch you on the next one.